Hi viewers, welcome back to my channel. We're in the intermediate greenhouse and I've been unpacking orchids, but I've had to put some away to hide because they're not mine, and it's up to Roger to show them to you when he gets them, which he will next week when we meet up. But I thought I'd quickly do this now because I haven't done any watering today because I've been messing about with this, and I didn't expect it to come so early. I didn't want it to come till next week, but hey ho, that's life, as they say. So we're going to do this, unpack them all, because I didn't want to unpack it for obvious reasons, so that you couldn't see what Roger had. But you might think that that one in front was Roger's, but it's mine, and bigger than I thought it would be, I have to say. But it's Dendrobium formosum, because I've taken rather a shine to these black hair types, and I liked it when I saw Roger's, and then I saw the pictures, and then I had a look, saw some other things. And last October, when I was down at Burnham's, I bought an infundibulum, which is the giant white one. And we had a glorious one at our show in March, and it's growing on quite nicely, and it's a black hair type, the same as this one. What I'm gutted about is oh god, I think I've thrown the flipping label away as well. Oh, there's more ferreting through rubbish then, but it is a formosum. Because I had hold of a label this morning. So that's me in the dustbin in a minute. I'm gutted simply because this is in that hideous slabs of husk, and I can't stand the stuff. So I need to give it a good soak. I mean, it's lovely. It's looks as though it's flowered up there before. This is a new one, still growing. This is a new one, still growing. So two lovely leads from this year. Dead canes back there, but I'm going to have to be really careful to get that stuff out, and I'm not going to tackle it today because I've been out here for hours. I haven't done any watering. I haven't been into the Mazzy house yet, and most things are going to have to wait till tomorrow. It's so warm today too. It's just stupid. What's this saying? It's saying 24 degrees in here, and crazy with what we've had a few days ago. Last week temperatures dropping to 12 degrees at night for 2-3 nights, and the heating came on in the warm house. Just rubbish, stupid weather, stupid. But we've got a little and large here. I don't know if you can see the little one next to it there. I do love my little ones. I do love them. And this is cuspidatum, and two glorious flowers. And as always with me, I knew it was a small one, and I love these flowers, this shape flower. It was the flowers that sold it. So I now need to do some tags in German. Temperature 16 to 22 degrees C, it says. So it's a warm one. So it'll go next door. But I do like these ones. I do like the little ones, and I do like the little ones with the shaped flowers. So that's quite nice. And what I've also bought is another Caspasonii gelb. to see if this one's yellow. Couldn't resist it as I was getting one from Schwerters. But I dare say it's another orange one. But simply lovely nonetheless. But we'll give it a go and see what it says. Now, what we've got here is a hybrid. I don't know if it's got a name yet. I'm going to look it up on the database. It's similar to the ones, you'll see one of them on my dendrobium video that's about to come out. And it's Aurantiflamium crossed with Cinnabarinum. Both are orange, both totally different flowers. And because I've got them both, I haven't flowered Cinnabarinum, but I have flowered Aurantiflamium. And you'll see that on the video before I post this one. If I ever get to processing it, which I'm going to start on tonight. And the other one, I don't know what to do with this. I might, it's a prime candidate to be mounted. But the Aurantiflamium is still in a little pot, and it stands up quite nicely on my hanging Renaki holder up there. But decision's not made yet. I might hang it, mount it and hang it, because I could, basically. Now, I have, because I've killed or lost my red and pink, bright pink Tulumnias, ordered some more Tulumnias from Schwerters. They're nice, always nice from there. We've got Tulumnia Bloody Bird. That's a deep, deep red. Look at this. Shall we come out of that and bring it up here? €10. Glorious roots. Absolutely stunning. And this one's not so big, but these are new ones he had in, because he didn't have any of the red ones. This one is called Tulumnia Flyer Super Red, but it's still nice. It's got a lot of roots. It's giant, giant fans. It's in good condition. So this one is Pinku, and it's like a cerise pink with dots of orange, I want to say, but it's beautiful. We've just got to keep it going and not lose any more. But the other ones were rubbish, so we were up against it, Roger and I. And this one is Red Mask. So another red one. Again, these are which one is it? This one and this one are the ones that have just come in. The others were already on the website, and he didn't have any. He hasn't had any red ones all year, and he's only just got these, or they've only just gone up for sale. So I got one each of those, and I also bought Tulumnia Flyer Brown Oak, mainly because I was interested in the colours. They've had a quick spray, so there's another 5 of them. And now here we've got 2 little ones. One I haven't done any research on yet, but I've got, lay down. This one is Vanda Cerulescens. Tiny. It's a miniature Vanda. It doesn't grow big. Beautiful plant. They didn't have a bigger one, so I had to have one of their young ones. He'll go the same. He'll go in the warm house. These are the 2 interesting ones over the back. They're Mr. Sidiums. And they look a bit angraecoid to me. Here we go. Tiny. Both miniatures. Mr. Sidium venosum. Lovely roots. Tiny, dinky fans. They grow warm to cool, apparently, and Which one have I got there? Venosum. This venosum comes from South Africa, Mozambique and Swaziland and a couple of other places. Grown in woodland and riverine forest, bush and coastal areas, apparently. Who knew? So also the venosum, it grows in the coastal areas and it grows in the montane forests. And it is very sweetly scented, apparently, as well. I tried one last year, but it never really took off, and it wasn't a very good one to start with. This is much better. I have to say I didn't buy it from them last year. But I've bought their young plants before, and I like them. So I went for it again. This one, I can't see what that is. This is another one. I bought it just because he had two. What is that? Braybone. Mr. Sidium Braybone. Again, it's really nice. Only one fan, this one. It's found in northern South Africa, so it's a warm one again. Miniature, they say this one is. Warm to cool growing. It's a twig epiphyte, and it's grown on fig trees. It's found growing on fig trees and thorn bushes. So weird, that is. And possibly it may be deciduous. So, you know, it's I've got those to sort out now. They're definitely going to be mounted, obviously. I think I'm going to mount the cerulescens as well. I've got a cerula, but the cerulescens is like the don't mix those two up. Put them by the right label. The cerulescens is a smaller version of cerula, but that's a chunky leaved vanda. So, you know, it never flowered that, but those flowers are beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Although I've got to mount these Tulumnias, and I think I'm going to put them in the warm end. They can grow. I've got some growing here in the intermediate house. So, you know, it's swings and roundabouts, really. I'm running out of room in here. I've got more room in the big house since I had a major sort out when I knew the other orchids were coming that I had to look after. I've made some rooms, and the Chrysotoxum is coming back to live here as well. From Roger, he'll bring that back with him when he comes, because that's got a new place to live now. So hopefully these will all grow on. The Tulumnias especially should all grow on. I'm going to mount them. I'm going to do them on I bought some more of these because I like them. And I'll undo these to show you. They grow very well on these. And they're doing different things with them. Come off, please. Thank you. So, and the Tulumnias, they cling to them quite well. So, I've got them all attached. Some were on their own without moss. Here's one up here on its own. And you can see, look, how these roots cling onto the terracotta. These are better made than these ones are. It looks as though they've gone for rubbish quality. And these are not imprinted with their name, whereas this one is. These are much better quality. But at the end of the day, there's going to be a plant on them, and they hang flat. And that, I can't remember when I put that on there. Brown Corona. Can't remember. But he's doing really nicely, and I've got a couple that, and these new ones I'll put a bit of moss on because they weren't as bushy. This one I put moss on because the roots weren't as plentiful. But since I put that on, look, we've got in there and up there. So they are doing okay. And they've got a little bit of moss. Some haven't got any. And this is a nice one, but he didn't have really good roots. Which one is this? Oh, this is another Telumnia Magic. Which came from, that's a Schwerters one as well. Which was the other one? Peach. There's my Telumnia Peach up there. That's the one that came from Acorn Orchids. And he's on a big bit of bark. And he's got huge numbers of roots. I am expecting good things from this next year. So that'll be the last Telumnias I shall buy. Because I've got to stop somewhere, and I've got so much space taken up now with hanging orchids, which is a lot of work, especially when I go on holiday. Leave it to my neighbour. I think she might have a hissy fit when she sees what I've got, because obviously we haven't been on holiday this year. Hence I've bought more orchids. Oopsie. But not to worry. Not to worry, we can sort them. And the Telumnias, I like the Telumnias and don't have a problem with them, but you've got to watch them. And I'm going to start using the Predator things for mealybug. And I don't have a problem with scale, but I don't keep cattleyas, I don't keep snail magnets, so although I know that the Telumnias can get scale, that's a favourite for them to go to. If that's all you've got and you haven't got, I mean, it's like dendrobiums and Neophonetia. They are mealybug magnets. New growths of dendrobiums, new tiny growths of dendrobiums, and Neophonetias, they are mealybug magnets, and I'm going to use them in this house for the Neophonetia. And there's dendrobiums in here, so because they have to be checked so often. I'm going to use them in here, and I'm going to use them in that warm end to put them up for the Vandaceous plants and the dendrobiums down there. And the other thing I need to get is something to combat the flipping slugs, which are a nightmare, which there are still around, and I cleared areas yesterday and I couldn't find. I had a new, where is it? Where is my new plant gone? That came, which is a dendrobium. There it is, Tetragonum. Lovely new growth it had in there. They've been munched, so they're back again in this weather. So that's going to go backwards now for the rest of the year, and we'll have to wait for another year to it to pick up. But I've cleared out everything to find out where they're coming, and they're over this side of the greenhouse as well. There's not many as there was before, but it's fine. We will deal with them and crucify them. But right now I need to go next door because my Mazzies and my Draculas, especially the mounted ones, want spraying desperately. And I don't want that actually. Give me that back. I want a piece, there you go, that's what I want. I want a piece of this paper. Because I do not want those new plants on a wet thing. I want them laying on here. It's because I sprayed them. So you get down there until I come back. Can you sit up there properly, please? Don't want you going everywhere and something munching you. And I use this opportunity as well from Schwerters to get, you can never find this size black pot in this country. Well, I can't, let's put it that way. If you can get it, I'd be very interested to know where from. Because they are very useful for dendrobiums. So they're shallower, they're 8 centimetres. That's what I want. And I got 20 of them for, they were I think 0.2 of a euro. I think 0.20 of a euro. I bought 20 of them. And oh, that was the other thing. Where did I put them? There. Roger was talking about these see-through pots with ventilation and the high. I know they specifically wanted those for the high dome in the bottom of the pot. But on Schwerters, they had these. Would have liked some smaller as well as this. These are very handy. Again, shallow pots, they're not deep. I don't know what the price was, it's not on that advice note. And the other ones are the bigger ones, but these will do for the bigger dendrobiums. Not a high dome, which is what Roger specifically wanted, and other people have done as well. But you've got the dome, you've got more holes in the bottom, you've got a lot of ventilation. They weren't extortionate. I'll look up the price. I've bought 10 of each because I've got some dendrobium that need to be repotted. And the bigger one, the orange one, Tiongii, needs to be repotted. It is totally root bound in its pot. The plot's split. I'm just waiting for the flowers to go so that I can repot it. And this Formosum is going to go in one of these. And what I like is the fact you've got the shallow pot, which is what we need, which is why I wanted the black shallow pots and I couldn't get them. So one happy bunny didn't just buy plants, bought constructive, useful things in case I can't get hold of them again, which I don't think we'll be able to, but who knows, we'll find out. But better say no, because I spent far too much money this year. Far too much money. But my philosophy these days is, do you know what? You cannot take it with you. You might as well enjoy it. Before I go to the Mazda house, I'm going to ferret in the dustbin, in the recycling bin, to find the label for the Formosum that I've obviously thrown away. So stay safe, look after yourselves, and I'll be back soon with some more stuff for you. Bye now.